Hello?
Sarah, are you able to hear me?
Yeah, now I
Okay.
can hear you.
Okay, great. Well, welcome to class today. Today,
Thank
our
you.
objective is quite simple. We're going to read a story, we're
Mm-hmm.
going to listen, and we're going to do a little bit of practicing grammar. It is
Okay.
my belief, though, that if you get the full grasp of the many stories that we produce and discuss, the grammar really is not that important to focus on as far as a discipline to learn. You will learn the grammar by doing. So,
Okay.
are you ready to start?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Fantastic. Let me open up the document and we'll start. Today's topic is fun at the beach.
Okay.
Okay, let me know if you can see the document now. Are you able to
Yeah.
see fun at the beach? Great.
Yes.
All
Mm-hmm.
right. Good, Sarah. So what I'm going to ask you to do is to start reading for me, if you
Okay.
would, and you will read the entire thing. I'll try to enlarge it for you.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right. If you will start to read for me,
Okay.
fun at the beach.
Fun at beach. He was bored. He wanted to do something fun. He wanted to do something fun with his friend. He called up his friend. I'm bored. Let's do something fun, he said. His friend said, that sounds great. I'm glad you called. I'm bored too. What do you want to do? He said he wanted to go to can you scroll down? Yeah, I wanted to go to the beach. His friend said that sounded great. And cool. Okay. He picked up his friend in his car. They went to the beach. They threw a frisbee to each other. They swam in the ocean.
Okay.
They built a big sand castle. They watched the sailboats. They watched the seagulls. He drove his friend home. That was fun. Let's do it again sometime, his friend said.
Very nicely read. Thank you, Sarah. Now,
Yeah.
Sarah, can you tell me, did you understand what you read? Did you?
Almost. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. What I'd like for you to do, Sarah, is for you to tell me what you read, concentrating on the number of pauses, ums, ahs that you make.
Yeah,
Tell me the story.
yeah. Uh, a guy he wants his friends to go out with him. He asked because he was bored, and uh, and consequently, his friend also bored. Then they went to the beach and had fun. They saw a lot of things around beach, like gulls and uh, and something. And they also swam there. They had a really great time.
Okay, great. Now, Sarah, you see the lines that I made here? One, two, uh, let's see the lines that I made here. There's one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. There are nine of them. hmm
Yeah.
I want you to tell me the story again with far fewer
Uh-huh.
lines. And you will do that by concentrating. When you get to a word or a point that you're not sure what you want to say, try
Yeah.
not to do a translation in your head. Rather,
Yeah.
just stop talking. So now I will tell you the story, and I'll think about five things that I want you to know without the excessive pauses, and you can do the same.
Mhm.
This this story is about a guy or girl that wanted to go to the beach. This
Mhm.
person called up a friend because he was bored, and he
Mhm.
said something like, "Hey, I'm bored. Would you like to go to the beach?" And the other friend said, "Yes, I'd like to go to the beach because I'm bored too." When they got to the beach, they swam in the ocean, they went out on the sailboat, and they saw some seagulls. I did use three ands, which is okay, but I would prefer not to use ands at all. So I'd like for you to try again.
Okay.
All right. When you're ready, you may start.
Okay. A guy was bored. He called his friend to ask him going out with him. Uh, they and his friend also was bored. and they decide to go to the sea, to the beach. They swam in the beach, and they saw this. They enjoyed in the sailing, and they swam. They saw seagull. They really had a great time
Okay,
on the
very
beach.
good. Very much improved. Did you notice? You may not have noticed, but it's for me to count for you. You did
Yeah.
extremely better this time around. You had only 4 excessive ands and ahs, so that's very, very good. Thank you for that.
Thank
All
you.
right. Let's see, who do we have? Who else do we have in the classroom with us today? We have Marco. Hello, Marco. How are you?
Hello. Good, thanks. You?
I'm doing very well also. Marco, I would like for you
Yes.
to read for us as well. I would like for you to read the story. He was bored. You'll start right here with he was bored reading
Yeah.
for us and read the entire thing. When you're ready, you may start.
Okay. He was bored. He wanted to do something fun. He wanted to do fun with his friends. He called up his friends. I'm bored. Let's do something fun, he said. His friends said, that sounds great. I'm glad you called. I'm bored too. What do you want to do? He said, I wanted to go to the beach. His friends said, that sounds great.
Okay, continue.
He picked. I can't. There is a Sarah photo.
Okay. Okay, it should be
Okay, now okay. He picked up his friends in his car. They went to the beach. They threw a frisbee to each other. They swam in the ocean. They built a big sand castle. They watched the sailboats. They watched the seagulls. He drove his friends home. That was fun. Let's do it again sometimes, his friend said.
Okay, great. Now, Marco, did you understand that story?
Yes.
Okay, great. What I'd like for you to do is for you to tell that story to me. Tell me the story. Focus on your ums, ums, and excessive pauses. All right, when you're ready, you may start.
Okay. There is one guys. He was bored and he was trying to invite his friends for I don't know, keep moving for some activities like build a sandcastle or play with frisbee and spend some fun times on the beach. And everyone was very enjoy to spend this day with each other, and was very fun for everyone.
Okay, thank you for that. Now, you see these marks that are on the screen. There are a total of, let's see, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. For you too, Marco, there's a total of 9. When you retell the story the second time, I want you to concentrate on eliminating some of those excessive errands and long pauses. Think about the story for a moment. Think about 4, 5, or 6 things that you want to tell me. For example, you would say, there were 2 friends and they were both bored. One friend called the other friend to ask if he would be interested in going out for a sail or going to the beach. The friend said, yes, I'd love to go. While they were at the beach, they went on a sailboat, they watched the seagulls, they played in the sand. They seemed to have a lot of fun before they returned home. All right? So
Yeah.
what I'd like to listen for you to do the same thing, and I will count. On the count of 3, you may start. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Um, there are 2 friends on the beach, and one was bored and asked the other one to find some good activity, fun activity. and the other one chose to meet some other friends for enjoy the day on the beach, for some activity, and for build a sand castle, play with frisbee, and watch the seal on the beach. And was a very great day for everyone. And uh, I think that everyone spent a good day on the beach and a very fun day.
Okay. When you feel that you've told the story, you can always stop, unless I tell you that I'm counting for something. All right, let's see. That's 5, 10, 11, 12. Actually, you did not do as good the second time as you did the first time. So I want you to try again. I want you to concentrate on not saying so many ums, and ahs. Just think about the statement. One
Okay.
day, one friend decided to call another friend to go to the beach. They both went to the beach. They had fun at the beach. They played in the water. They played on the boat. They watched the seagulls. All right? Are you ready? Whenever you're ready, you may start. Marco?
Okay. Yeah, I'm here. In the story, we have two friends, and they have spent some time on the beach. One is bored, so ask the other one to go to find some good activity and fun to the other friends for keep moving, keep playing with something on the beach, like playing on the water, in the water, playing with the sand, like build the castle, and play with the other guys with frisbee, and spend a great time each other. Um, this is the story.
Okay, good. So this time you did get down to 6.
Yeah.
When you're pausing, that's when you put in those ums and ahs. It's just better not to say anything. Then you don't have the excessive ums and ahs. Other than that, extremely wonderful improvement the second time of reading. So thank you for that very much. All right. Let's see. Did anyone else come into the room? Lorena.
Hello.
Lorena. Hi, Lorena. How are
Hello.
you?
Fine, thank you.
Good. Lorena, I'm going to ask you to do the same thing. I want you to read the story, the entire story,
hmm
and then we will talk about the story in just a moment. You will start here. He was bored. Start here, please.
Okay. He was bored. He wanted to do something fun. He wanted to do something fun with his friend. He called up his friend. I'm bored. Let's do something fun, he said. His friend said, that sounds great. I'm glad you called. I'm bored too. What What do you want to do? He said he wanted to go to the beach. His friend said that sounds great. He picked up his friend in his car. They went to the beach. They threw a frisbee to the beach other. They swam in the ocean. They built a big sand castle. They watched the sailboat. They watched the sea gulls. He drove his friend home. That was fun. Let's do it again sometime, his friend said.
Okay, great. So what we're going to do now is take a look at what you remember about this story, about this passage. I want you to concentrate on the ums, the ums, and the extended pauses, all right?
Okay.
So as you read, you will not have extended pauses. All right, you'll see that I'll be making little small marks on the page for you. On the count of 3, when you're ready, Lorena, you may start. 1, 2, 3.
Sorry, read again.
No, I want you to summarize the story for me. Tell me what the story was about.
And the same story?
Yes, the same story about fun at the
Okay.
beach.
Um, okay, it's a group of friends uh, about some of their calling for go to the beach and playing the beach, enjoy it with the sand, construct the castle, and watch the sailboats, and swam in the sand, and really great a good time with the friends.
Okay. There were there were 8 uses of excessive ands, ums. Lorena, think about
Okay.
this. Think about this story again. Try to tell me the story like this. This story is about 2 friends that are bored. They decide to go to the beach. When they arrived at the beach, they played frisbee. They played on the sailboat. They played in the ocean. At the end of the day, they decided they had so much fun that they may go back again. All right? See if you can tell me the story again. Try again.
Okay. It's about 2 friends. He was bored, um, and he wanted to do something fun. Um, he decided to go to the beach, uh, and um, and to go to the beach, and he
You can
gave.
stop. You can stop when you're ready.
Yeah, I want to
Okay.
stop.
Okay, your second time was not as good as your first. Lorena, I know that you may feel a little stressed right now, and that's fine, but you don't need to, because as your coach, it's up to me to help you identify the areas where you're weak, and this is what I'm doing. When you see these little marks, that means that you are saying and, the, something. So I want you to try to tell me the story again. Think about things in complete sentences. 2 boys were bored. They decided to go to the beach. They played in the ocean. They played in the sand. They decided that it was a fun day and they would go back again. Whenever you're ready, you may start, okay?
Okay, just uh, mm,
Are you
okay.
ready?
Yeah, I am ready.
All right.
Okay, the story is about fun at the beach. His 2 friends was bored, and he wanted to do something fun. One of these called all of friends and decided to go to the beach um, for uh, to go to the beach. Um, they play with the frisbee to the beach, and some in the sand, build a big sand in the castle, a big castle with the sand,
Mm-hmm.
and watch the sailboats. Uh,
Okay, so you could
yeah,
stop right there, and that gives you 8. That gives you a total of 8, which is better, but it's no greater than the first time that you did it, but you did have an improvement. All right, let's go on, and maybe if we have time, we can come back and practice with that more. So thank you very much for that, Lorena. All right. So now what we're going to do is look at this, what is it called? Fill in the blank. I will not tell you what the word is. Just think of something. If you don't know exactly what goes into that blank, just say anything. For example, he was bored. He wanted to do something house. He wanted to do something fun with his mom. He called up his friend. I'm bored. Let's skate sometime. Something fun. he said. His friend said, that big house, great. What I want you to do is to keep your mouth going. Even if you don't know what the word is, just say something and keep going. Do not try to figure it out if you do not automatically know. All right? So we can start out first with Sarah.
Okay.
Sarah is going to read first.
Okay. He was bored. He wanted to go do something fun. He wanted to do something fun with his friends. He called up his friend. I'm bored. Let's go do something fun, he said. His friend said, that's great. I'm glad you called. I'm bored too. What do you want to do? He said. He wants to go to the beach. His friend said, that sounds great. He picked up his friend in his car. They went to the beach. They threw a frisbee to each other. They swam in the beach. They built a big sand castle. They watched a sailboat. They watched the seagulls. He drove his friend home. That was fun. Let's do it again sometimes, his friend said.
Fantastic. Very nice reading, Sarah. Now, Sarah, I'm going to go back here. Try to Control C and put this down here. I'm not sure why my screen is breaking, but it is. So maybe I should just create another one altogether. Insert table. This was Sarah. So nice job with the fill in blank, Sarah. Now, Sarah, I want you to tell me the story and give your friend a name. When you tell the story, my friend Pam and I went to the beach. You can tell me some of the things that you all did while you were at the beach.
Okay.
All right?
My friend, what? Did you say name?
No, whatever your friend's name.
Okay.
I want you to give your friend a name. I want you to concentrate on the number of ums, ands, and ahs as you read.
Okay. Okay. You want me to
Yes,
say the story?
Yes, and I'll be counting the ums and ahs.
Okay.
But give your friend a name.
Okay.
Okay, let's start. You might say something like this. Today I'm going to pick up my friend Pam.
Okay.
Pam and I are going to go to the beach. I hope when we get to the beach we can play in the ocean. We get to see some seagulls and ride a sailboat. Something simple, but I want you to be aware that I am counting your ums, ands, ahs, and earns.
Yeah.
Okay? On the count of three, you may start. 1, 2, 3.
I'm bored today. I called a friend, Jessica. I told her I want to go to the beach, and she said, that's great. Then we go to the beach together. We played frisbee. We saw a lot of sailboats. We swam, and then I drove her to her home. We had a great day.
Fantastic. Yay. Awesome. Awesome. Great job. Thank you very much. You did an excellent job on that. Thank you.
Thank you.
So now we will hear from Marco.
Yeah.
Marco, when you tell the story, I want you to tell the story using the...
Nothing.
The teacher disappeared, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
disappeared.
There's no-
I pressed the wrong button, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so Marco, that was, wait just a second, that was Sarah. Okay, now it's Marco. Marco, you will do the same. You will tell the story. Then
Yes.
tell the story with your, put a friend in the story.
Yeah.
Concentrate on the ums, ahs, and the extended pauses. I will be
Just-
counting.
Just imagine another story with friends on a
Yeah.
normal fun day.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes. 1, 2, 3.
Today I'm going to the beach with my friend Stefano. I'm going to pick it up from his house, and we are going on the beach for surfing and maybe bring something after surf, preparing something for the dinner, and maybe go to the shopping in the shopping center for buy something for go out with other friends tonight.
Okay, very good. You only had 2. That is good. And 1 was really just a pause when you wasn't really sure, I think, what you wanted to say. And you just said something. I think I hit the wrong button again.
She is going again.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back. What happens is I'm trying to minimize the screen to give you the trophy, and then I didn't hit the right button, and I closed it, but I'm back. So I may have to forego giving you the trophies because I can't figure out how to do it. Okay, so you had 2, and here's your trophy. And copy. And that was good. So thank you for that. And copy. Now we will listen to Lorena.
Okay.
Lorena, you will tell the story. Include a friend of your own and try to concentrate on the excessive ums, ands, and ahs.
Okay.
You may begin.
Okay. Once upon a day, I was boring, and I decided to call it my friend Juliana. We went to the beach. That's very near of my house. Uh, we we went to the boat around the beach, the small beach, and then we went to eat some ceviches. It's traditional in my country. Then we saw in the ocean, and
We went home.
then
We went home.
and then we come back to home.
Okay. You had an overuse of then, which is the same as using the word and. What I want you to do is to just come to a complete stop
Okay.
when you're saying it. But other than that, you did very well also. Maybe not so much to get the trophy, but you got the check mark because you told the story. You would get the trophy if you didn't have an excessive use of ums, ands, and ahs.
Yes.
What I did notice is that you eliminated the ands and you used the word then. And that wasn't what I wanted you to do. All right. Now here are the words that we will use in the story as we retell it again. Beach, board, castle, drive, frisbee, fun, glad, ocean, sailboat, sand, seagull, sometimes, sound, swim, and throw. Is there any word here that you don't know?
Yes. Seagull.
Seagull. A
Seagull.
seagull is a flying bird. I'll see if I can find a seagull. Okay, and most of you will recognize the seagull immediately when you see the seagull. Okay, it's a bird that you find on the beach. Copy.
Okay. Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah.
Okay. So here is a picture of the seagull somewhere. I had it. Paste. Okay, that is a seagull. Okay. Now, other than that, are there any words here that you may not know? Do you know what all the other words are?
The last one?
What is the last one? Frisbee?
No, throw.
Throw. Have you ever seen a pitcher in a baseball game and they throw the ball with their arm? They're throwing the ball? Throwing the ball?
Yeah.
Okay, that is what throwing means. It's just, you know, holding something in your hand and then tossing it. That means to throw. He's throwing the ball. And whatever it was that they were throwing, I'm not exactly sure what they were throwing, but you could throw food to the seagulls. You could throw a rope into the ocean from the sailboat. It just means to throw something with your
Oh,
arm.
yeah, okay. Yeah, just throw a ball.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, just throwing a ball. And one other student in another class had asked, what is a frisbee? So here's a picture of a frisbee that we all probably play with from some time or another. And this is a frisbee. Copy. And come back to the class with a frisbee. And here is a picture of a frisbee. So there's a picture of a frisbee here. This is a frisbee. Okay? Now, before we tell our story, I want you each to say these words as quickly as you can. It's going to sound like, what? But I want your tongue, your mind, and your eyes to see these words. So listen at me very carefully at how quickly I say these words, but I am enunciating the words clearly. Are you ready? Yes? Marco, you ready?
Sorry, in order, like for first beach, second board, third
Yes.
castle.
Yes, I'm going to say all of these words very quickly.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
On the count of three, I'm going to say them. Listen and see if you can hear me. Beach, board, castle, drive, frisbee, fun, glad, ocean, sailboat, sand, seagull, sometimes, sound, swim, and throw. Did you hear every word?
yes.
Okay, I read across. All right, Marco, I want you to read every word, but I want you to go in the direction of reading this column first. I want you to read this column first, and then I want you to read this column second, then this column third, fourth, and fifth. Try to read those words as quickly as you can.
Just the last row.
No, all of them. Go
Oh, yeah.
down the row. Down,
Yeah.
down, down. On the count of three. 1, 2, 3.
Beach, but yeah, I can see more.
Oh, you can't see them?
Okay, now yeah. Beach, board, castle, drive,
No.
frisbee.
I want you to go down. Beach, fun, seagull.
Oh, yeah, okay. Beach, fun, seagull, board, glad sometimes, castle, ocean, sound, drive, sailboat, swim, frisbee, sand, throw.
Fantastic. Okay. Sarah, I want you to read the third row first. Going up. I mean, the third row, seagull, sometimes, sound, swim, throw.
Okay.
Then go to the top row and then do the
Okay.
second row. On the
Okay.
count of three. 1, 2, 3.
Seagull sometime, song, swim, throw, beach, board, castle, drive, frisbee, fun, glad, ocean, sailboat, sand.
Fantastic. All right. Now, Sarah, I want you to read each one, and I want you to go every other one. Beach, castle, frisbee, drive,
Me
board.
again?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, it would be Lorena. Lorena, skip each one. Beach, castle,
Okay.
frisbee, board, drive, or drive, board, and then go to the second one. Part of this is just to make sure that you're listening and you're following directions and you're saying the words. I'm giving you something to trick your mind so your mind doesn't have time to think other than what I told you to do in English. All right? On the count of three. 1, 2, 3.
Beach, castle, frisbee, board, drive, fun, ocean, sand, glad, sailboat, seagull, sun, trout, sometimes swim.
Great. This word, I did not hear the ED, so it is board. Board.
Board.
Yeah. Okay, now very quickly, I want each of you to tell me this story using all of these words. Control C, and I'll do it first, okay? All right, so here is the story. You can make it up. It doesn't have to be exactly as it was. It can be about your friend. It could be about what you remember. Yesterday, I was glad I called my friend Priscilla up on the phone and asked if she could go with me to the beach. She said she would be happy to go to the beach, and it seemed that we would have a lot of fun. When we got to the beach, we watched the seagulls. We heard the sound of the ocean. I even built a sandcastle in the sand. I thought about the long drive home, and I said after playing with the frisbee, we probably should get on the sailboat for the last time, swim back to shore, clean the sand from our feet, and maybe throw water and food to the seagulls. After that, we should not be bored, and then maybe sometime next week we can come back to the beach. All right? However you want to do it, wherever you want to start. Let us start with Sarah. Sarah,
Okay.
tell us a story. You may start when you're ready.
Okay. Yesterday I feel bored. I called my friend Jessica. I told her I want to go to the beach, and she said that sounds great. Then we drove to the beach. We played the frisbee at the beach. We also built a castle by sand. We swam in the ocean. In the ocean, we saw seagull. We saw a lot of sailboats, and then we finished our day. She told me she wants to have this again sometimes, and I said I'm glad to hear that. That sounds great. We had fun. Next time we should throw a party on the beach.
Nice job. Nice job. So, nice job. Copy. Nice job, Sarah.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so now we will have, let's see, Marco, Control C. Marco, we'll have you do it now. Oh, wait a second. Okay, where'd it go? All right, there it goes. Okay, Marco. Oh, where are the words? Okay. I deleted them. Okay, I have to put them back. And there goes your trophy. I'll try to copy it for. Are they all there yet?
Yeah.
Nope. Okay, there they are. Okay. All right, I'm going to forego giving you a trophy. Oh, there it is. Well, no.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
There it is.
All right, Marco, it's your turn.
Okay.
On the count of 3. 1. Well, you know what? Wait. Let me copy. Then I'll have it. Then I have it for Sarah. Then I have it for Lorena. Yeah. Yeah, you guys will have to help me remember what I need to do. Okay, let's see. Let's move these out of the way. Okay, Marco. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Sometimes me and my friend Stefano, we went to the beach for spend some fun times, just for look a seal and maybe build a castle and play with frisbee. I can't watch more the words. There is a Sarah photo.
Are you able to see the words now?
Yeah, okay, no, yes. No, there is a Sarah photo.
There's a still photo. I'm not sure
Yeah.
what that means. Okay, let me go and look on the. Let me look on the screen to see what you're
Oh
saying.
yeah, no, I can have a look. And
Okay, let me just clear off my screen. Okay, and okay, I think you can see now. Can you see
Yeah.
everything now? Okay, continue.
we went to the ocean for just for heard the sound of the waves, because this is very glad, and swim through the ocean together, drive on the ocean for find a good beach, and maybe find a sailboat for when there was a wind, build some castle with sand and throw the ball at each other. And this is the perfect day for fun and spend sometimes
Okay.
sometimes again. Yeah.
Yeah, I want you to finish that sentence. That was what I was waiting for.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was a
Very-
bit lost about the story.
Okay. Well, that's okay. You did beautiful with that. So here are your trophies. Great. And Lorena,
Okay.
on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Yesterday I felt bored and I called my friend for go to the beach. We have a fun day. We play with frisbee and sand. We swim in the sand. We saw the sailboat and seagull. Sometimes throw the
Frisbee.
throw the frisbee. And
We heard the sound of the ocean.
we heard the sound of the ocean and enjoyed with the.
We were glad that we went.
Sorry.
We were glad that we went to the beach.
We went to the beach and then come back to home and my friend drive.
Okay. And we had to leave the castle on the beach.
The castle on the beach. Okay.
Okay. I guess I can give you a trophy as well.
Okay.
Trophy. Okay. Now, we each should know this story very intimately because we've done lots of activities with this story of the beach. I'm not going to do the idioms today, but I do want to talk about adverbs of frequency. We went to the beach. We went to the beach today. We may go to the beach many, many times. So I will read to you so you can understand what adverbs of frequency mean. I do want you to know that I am not a grammarian teacher. I am a conversational coach. What I want to do is to help you get the words out of your mouth in a proper order, very quickly and comprehensively. But in doing so, as you read the mini stories and participate in the mini stories, it is a good time to practice what many of you already know, which is grammar. Again, remember, I am not a grammarian teacher. I am a conversational coach. So I'm helping you to get the words out of your mouth freely and almost effortlessly. That's why we read the story several times. We retold the story. Then we made up a story with us in it using ourselves and a friend. Then we read a list of words that were in the story as quickly as we could so that we can readily identify words that are associated with the beach. All right. Are there any questions about what I said so far?
No.
Okay, great. So now I'm going to talk about adverbs of frequency. Adverbs of frequency are adverbs of time that answer the question, how frequently or how often. They tell us how often something happens. Here are a few examples: daily, weekly, yearly, often, sometimes, rarely. So I could say, how often do you get bored? And you might say, what, Marco? What might you say, Marco? If I ask, how often do you get bored? What might you say? you might say.
Maybe, I don't know,
Yeah, yeah, well, it has to, well, let it be one
very
of these.
often.
Well, I would say maybe sometimes.
Yeah, well,
Sometimes. All right. And Sarah, I could ask you the same thing. How often do you go to the beach?
I
Rarely,
go
yearly, daily? Hmm. How
uh,
often do you go?
yearly.
Yearly.
Really.
And then I could ask Lorena, Lorena, how
Mm-hmm.
often do you go to school except on the weekend?
Daily.
Daily. So this is an adverb of frequency. All of these will designate a particular time. You could ask, how often do I teach on verbling? I teach on verbling either daily, or I could say I teach on verbling often. All right. Weekly would not be correct because I'm on here daily, not just weekly. I'm here more than just sometimes, and I'm here more than just rarely. Does that make sense?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here we have the words in A that describe definite frequency, daily, weekly, or yearly, and the words in B describe an indefinite frequency. I do it regularly. We could put regularly up here also. And regularly off probably means the same thing as sometimes. So we separate them, these two, into groups, definite and indefinite, into groups. Now I'd like to ask Lorena, could you do 1, 2, 3, and 4? And the answer will be based upon what is correct for you. Your answer will be based upon what is correct for you. Okay? So read number 1 for me. I always do something. I always, well, is there something, what is it that you always do? This is the word that you're focusing on. What is it that you always do? Tell me something that you always
Okay.
do.
I always eat at home. No, sorry.
Okay?
Eat breakfast, yes. It's breakfast.
I always eat breakfast. Well, we can change this on the weekend. On the weekend, okay? Good. All right. And remember what every couple of days. I
I
Here are your choices. Here are your choices up here. Remember your choices. I every couple of days. What do you do?
I
And this means often. Every couple of days is often, sometimes rarely. Okay. What do you do every couple of days?
is I
Do you review your studies every couple of
yes.
days?
Yes.
Okay. And number 3? No, what would be good for number 3?
Okay, I usually
What do you usually do? Maybe you usually make your bed.
I make up. No, make
Okay.
yeah.
I usually make my. I usually clean my bed Saturday. Okay, this one may not be as easy as I had thought, but you get the idea. Just make up something that I want you to use. Let me know that it's something that you do sometimes. Something that you do sometimes, which is an indefinite frequency. It's an indefinite frequency. All right? It's an
Okay.
indefinite frequency. What is it that you do that has an indefinite frequency?
I sometimes watch the beach when I am alone.
Watch the beach or TV. Okay, good.
Okay.
Okay, Marco, can you do 5, 6, 7, and 8?
For the first one, I go to London twice a year.
London.
Yeah.
Okay. 6.
I'm going to the gym once a week. I never made homework in a class.
You never did what?
Made homework.
Okay. And number 8.
I sometimes swim on the sea on Monday.
And Sarah, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Okay. I usually go out for it at least twice a day.
Okay. I usually go out
and eat at least twice a day.
okay.
An hour walk up before 7 in the morning.
Okay.
I always keep in my mind to take my keys, but sometimes I forget to carry my keys.
And that's forget. That's just forget.
Yes, but sometimes I forget. Okay. I sometimes feel that I'm fat when I see a mirror.
Okay. Great. And we'll forego that one. So that takes us to the end of our class for today. You did a great job. The short story, which was our objective, was to help you with developing your reading, listening skills, and practice grammar and learn some new vocabulary. I hope that you did learn some new vocabulary and how you can autonomously teach yourself. Some of the new vocabulary that you learned today might very well be, I forget the words that you used when you created the story that I had you say as quickly as possible that I deleted. Those were your vocabulary words for today. You all did a great job. Thank you for your participation. I enjoyed working with you as your coach for today. At the top of the hour, I take time to give you an opportunity to give me the final word as to what your thoughts are about today's class. Did you like today's class? Did you learn anything? Did you find it boring? Were you bored with today's class? Was it stimulating? I enjoyed each of you, so thank you very much for participating, Sarah, Marco, and Lorena. Now, Marco, would you give us your final words for today?
Yeah, it was very useful.
Good.
For having speaking, reading, and yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Marco, for your feedback. I really do appreciate your comments. Please continue practicing speaking and trying to build that vocabulary. Lorena, could we have final words from you?
Really, the class is very interesting for me, and
Good.
thank you for your help. It's not it's very interesting speaking another language, and it's good for me.
Okay. Well, I'm happy that you were able to participate with us today. And looking at your image, Lorena, I do want to say that we had a topic earlier today, and it was about building an eagle's nest. And the eagle had built a nest so big that it was top heavy, and it crashed down to the ground, and it weighed so many tons. So your image reminds me of what an eagle's nest might look like. Thank you very much. Sarah, final
Yeah,
words, please.
I thought today's class was challenging my skill. I really benefited from this class, and thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. And that is the purpose of having this type class. It is to challenge you, to force your brain to think and to think in English by giving you so much to do that you have little time to think in your native language. Again, thank you both for joining me today, and it was my pleasure to be here to serve as your coach. Take care and ciao.
Ciao.
Ciao.